Hi, my name is Marina Naomi. I'm a master candidate for education, and this is my analysis about going beyond the learning theories. These are 5 points that we are going to talk about. We are heading to a new era of society which calls Society 5.0, dealing with the Society 5.0, which is it will achieve a high degree of convergence between cyberspace and physical space. We should cultivating the meaning of learning as the foundation of future development. The meaning of learning has been shifting from passive to active to being empowered. This is inspirable from the support of educators who find the theory as the foundations of learning. And let's begin from one of the most reliable learning approach that has found. Far from Indonesia, someone has developed something as the seeds of great learning method. The term andragogy was developed by Alexander Kapp, who was a high school teacher in Germany. Then, the term andragogy was being stagnant for many decades due to an unavailable specific designated name to promote the term. And there were shift happens in German. And in 1925, Rosenstock proposed andragogy as the only method and secluded for German people. The term andragogy has new meaning that emphasizes that andragogy is not merely better as an educational method, but is necessity for the better learning outcome. Time flies, the world changes, enlarging, developing. And in 1968, the year that changed America, behind all the shock moment, Knowles, American adult educator, presented his first published iteration about new andragogy and the power of the theory. By using andragogy approach, the students are being empowered by activities which promote conducive climate, physically comfortable and inviting, psychologically mutually respectful, collaborative, mutually trustful, supportive, open and authentic. The students are also being involved in learning plans and evaluating the learning outcomes. All those activities are developing creative thinking and problem solving. And how about the imperfection? First is the gender identifications. Men and women may have very different reasons for wanting to learn certain things. And not all adults are taking role as an adult. Adult may have been around longer, but that does not mean they are capable of learning from their experience. And last but not least, fluctuate motivations. Milligan has supported the further investigation that student-centered approach is the best technique to facilitate andragogy. And andragogy is being supported with constructivism theory by Jean Piaget. Piaget's theory of cognitive development suggests that humans cannot be given information which humans can understand, use, and construct their own knowledge. The process in our cognitive is when we encounter something new, we have to reconcile it with our previous ideas and experience. Then the next process will be changing what we believe or maybe discarding the new information as irrelevant. Of course, this view is quite contradictory with passive transmission. And how about the power of the theory? Of course, the participants are actively involved, and then it can develop and concentrate on thinking and understanding. Constructivist learning is transferable and gives the students ownership of what they learned. It is also real-world context. Constructivism stimulates and engages the students. And it also promotes social and communication skills by creating a classroom environment that emphasizes collaboration and exchange ideas. And how about the imperfections? Constructivism promotes a teaching style with unguided instructions. When the students learn with minimal instruction, they become lost. And the dynamic of the class. There will be situations where the dominant group drives the whole class towards their thinking while leaving other students behind and bored. Another perspective is about social constructivism by Vygotsky that states about knowledge is co-constructed and that individuals learn from one another. This theory is relevant to healthy adolescent development because if students work in pairs, they are interacting with people and therefore they can learn different academic ideas from one and another. This theory shows that students learn from one and another. They can assist one another and co-construct the knowledge. These are some of the examples of the activity that we can apply in the classroom. And let's put some external stimulant to complete the application of andragogy and constructivist theory by using operant conditioning that has found by Skinner. Skinner believed that the best way to understand behavior is to look at the causes of an action and its consequences. Skinner identified types of responses or operant that can follow behavior, which consists of reinforcement and punishment. Reinforcement is the response from the environment that increases the probability of behavior by being repeated. Reinforcements can be either positive or negative. For the example, positive reinforcement is all about reward and recognitions. As you can see on the video, recognition is when we say something good to our colleague, friends, our family, or other people. And reward is something that very tangible. And negative reinforcement is the activity that we are doing to achieve something, to avoid something. We can do planning and organizing, like what you see on the video. Another thing is about punishment, which responses from the environment that decrease the likelihood of behavior being repeated. Punishment will decrease the behavior. There are some critics of this theory, which is the theory fails to take into account the internal mental thoughts and cognitive factors that influence learning, memory, and behavior. Another criticism of the operant conditioning has been from the psychologists who argue that the theory cannot be generalized in humans. The last but not least, the social learning theory of Bandura suggests that humans can learn automatically through observation rather than personal experience. And how about the power? The power of positive reinforcement and shaping include many real-world applications. These techniques are useful in classroom settings. Teachers or facilitators can use many types of rewards to reinforce behavior. How to implement all those theories? Let's start with create the curriculum with method student-centered approach, like what Milligan said, which provide opportunity to share experience and inspire other people. And next is the learning outcome. Each match with the professional and combine all the tacit knowledge, experience, new theory, and it's in real-world context. And how about learning activities? Of course, we are using group discussion, case study, presentations, open feedbacks one another, and empowering the students. And the learning tools. We are using the journal to reflect about themselves and also the combination face-to-face and e-learning. We call it hybrid learning. Last but not least, teacher is taking role as a facilitator and mentor. And at the end of the day, we are developing new individuals that are able to lead themselves accordingly, independent and self-directed, as well as lead other people or even lead the business where they work for. More than that, the application of the theory can be applied by bridging the gap from vocational high school to an employment or industrial world. We are developing the industrial class that was cultivate the application and expose the students to the real industrial society. This is aligned with the theory of Vygotsky. And at the end of the program, the students will receive skill passport as the positive reinforcement of their achievement. Remember, friends, that the future of learning is in our hand. And always, always, always going beyond the theories. By applying the theories, we can have something to cultivate, to develop, and to create. Hope it can inspire you and make you learn new things. Thank you so much.